Example or the term that I had this week was conditional discrimination, which is performance in a match to sample procedure in which discrimination between the comparison stimuli is conditional on or depends on the sample stimulus present on each trial. In other words, it's essentially conditional discrimination just means that you make the right choice based on the situation or the environment around you. So an example of this can be let's take a college sports game. So like at a sports game, they usually have like a theme for game nights on Fridays, or at least they did at the college that I went to. So I'm not sure if that's the same for all of them. So let's say the theme was whiteout, and my choices are either I can fit in with the crowd by going along with the theme, or go into my closet and pick out any number of possible outfits in my from there. Since I plan to go to the game and I want to fit in with the crowd, I therefore decide to wear a white shirt and white shorts to the game. As a result, I then receive some social approval from friends who also follow the theme, and it encourages me to continue following the theme for future games that I attend. In ABA, let's say that we have a client and we ask them to identify the emotion that in a given array. So let's say that for this trial we have 5 emoji faces, one that is happy, sad, angry, confused, and tired. And we ask the client to point to the angry face, and they correctly select the angry face, or point to this angry face. So we then praise them for selecting the correct emotion, and maybe the procedure asks us to have them select another emotion, or maybe we move on. The point is, the process can also be applied later on to any of the other 4 emotions. The goal here would be that we'd get them to a point to where they know what the emotion is, they know what it looks like, and over time it can be generalized to a point where they themselves are able to express what they're feeling in a given situation. So you're not going to be angry just because. Maybe you're angry just because you fell and now you have a cut on your knees because you fell. So you're mad at the fact that you accidentally tripped. Not only is there generalization there, but there's also a listener and speaker relation there. As the client has to first listen to what we're asking them to do, and then in their speaker role, they have to, starting out, they point into what the emotion is, but over time, maybe they're able to more verbally express what it is they're feeling. It can also apply in academia where, let's say in math class, we want them to know what function to use, as in we want them to know what to do when it's time to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. Knowing that the addition is the plus sign, subtraction is the minus sign, and so on and so forth. Also, with reading comprehension, you need to know what certain words, how to pronounce not only the words, but also generally what their definitions are. And it can also apply in their everyday life where they know that once the sun comes up, it's generally time to go ahead and wake up. And when the sun goes down, it's kind of time to get ready to go to bed.